In this problem, we have an infinite string along the same axis of alternating charges that all have the same magnitude, all situated at a distance a away from each other. And our goal is to find the amount of work it takes to create this whole system going off to infinity, right? And so the first thing that we can do is to just imagine, just do this one step, just slowly assemble this charge and see if there's a pattern that comes about, right? So we'll start with this first charge. Imagine these don't exist, right? And we'll just look at this charge right here. The amount of work to bring this charge in from infinity and place it right here in a complete vacuum with no other charges is equal to 0, right? We're not fighting against any other charges, or we're not being pulled towards any other charges. Now looking at this charge next, this negative q, the amount of work that one is needed to be done to bring that in is equal to, is a 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught. And to make things easier, instead of writing 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught, I'm just going to write k until the very end. So k is the Coulomb constant equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught. So going back to it, is the amount of work that needed to bring this one in is just the product of the two charges. So we have we have q, and then we have a negative q times the distance between the two, which is a. That's the amount of work that we needed to bring that in. And then the amount of work that needed to bring this one in is equal to, is equal to the sum of the work to bring this charge in relation to these two charges. So the way we can do this is just first imagine this one doesn't exist yet, right? And create this little subsystem and figure out how the amount of work that needed to bring this one in to being close to this one that is distance 2a away, right? And then we add that to this little system here. So just concentrating on this subsystem right here, the 2a away system is, of course, just k times the product of two charges, which is just q times q over the distance between them is a, right? And then we add the work that needed to be done to bring it into this system, which of course is just k times the ratio, or the product of the two charges. So it would be negative q times q over a, right? And then we can further distill that down to something a little bit more simple, because we'll factor out q squared and an a out of both of them. So what's left is a 1/2 minus 1. And then looking at this one right here, of course, now if we bring this one in from infinity, we have 3 subsystems to look at. We have the one that if we just ignore these and we just look at these two, these are all a distance 3a away, these two charges right here. So I'll go ahead and let's see here. Just to keep things from getting too complicated, I'm just going to actually use orange for this one. Bring it down here. So for this subsystem that's a 3a away, it is equal to k times the product of the two charges, so positive q times negative q, a distance of 3a away, plus the next subsystem, which is just these two, the one that's 2a away, so these two right here. So this one's negative q times a negative q, distance of 2a away. And then finally the last subsystem, which is just 1a away and two opposite charges. So that was going to be k times q times negative q over 1a away. And then again, we'll distill this down to something simple. Pull out a q squared from everything and an a from everything. And what's left is a negative 1/3. And then plus a 1/2 minus a 1 here, right? And then we keep doing this on and on and on and on. And what this ends up being is being a summation, as you can tell, right? So it goes like, we can rewrite it actually. Maybe it'll be making it a little bit easier. But it'll be negative 1 plus 1/2 minus 1/3, right? And we can pull a negative sign out of that, right? So we have a negative k squared over a, and so that turns that into a positive, negative, and this into a positive, right? And so if we look at this summation, this should be familiar if you're really reaching back into some of your math, we can rewrite this whole thing up here. And I'm just going to go ahead and rewrite the negative. So the work that needs to be done is equal to, so 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught. Forgot the negative. Let me bring that negative out. 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught q squared over a, and then times what this summation ends up being is equal to the sum of starting from 1, or n equals 1 all the way into infinity, of negative 1 raised to the n plus 1, so that does the alternating right there for us, and then over n, right? And then this summation is actually a very famous summation that I forgot until I had to Google it and put it into Wolfram alpha. That is actually equal to the natural log of 2, right? And I think in the problem we were actually just looking at this thing and trying to figure out what that was, and so that ends up being the alpha term that we were originally solving for. But that is the expression for the work that needs to be done, and I'll go ahead and write it more explicitly. So it equals negative 4 pi epsilon naught q squared over a times the natural log of 2. And that is our answer for the amount of work that needs to be done. And of note, if we started with a negative charge here, then it would just simply change this this sign on this front here. But the main problem was finding out what this alpha term, which was the natural log of 2.